Oh shit! I told you were gonna knock it off. I told you. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Mini Boss podcast.
Podcast about everything nerdy from movies to games. We're your hosts.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Ali. First things first, we want to get this out the way. The first video, we realized it's too long.
A little bit long.
Yeah, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Just for viewership, we're gonna cut this video up. It's gonna be shorter segments. So if you want to watch our certain opinions on just the certain games, yeah, feel free to. We're just gonna probably do 2 games per video, possibly 3, if they're especially this week when we have so much to talk about.
Gamescom
in 2018, man. It's pretty hectic. There was quite a few games, let me tell you.
Hefty conference.
Yeah, some games not so much. Some of them they look promising, but you got to see a little more.
Early stuff.
That early access, man, it killer, especially on Steam. Everything
Trips you up sometimes.
What isn't early access on Steam? What isn't? So let's just go down the list. First thing first, World War Z.
Oh man.
Made by Interactive, Saber Interactive, man.
Now you're a zombie head, so how are you feeling about it?
It's funny because in an oversaturated market full of zombie games, from Left 4 Dead, well, that was a pinnacle. Left 4 Dead being one of the top tier, but especially in 2018, 2017, the whole zombie genre of survival zombie games, it's an oversaturation. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I still enjoy them a lot, there's still a lot of games out there that are like that. But looking at World War Z, man, it's different.
Promising, man. It does.
It's a new take. I mean, just an overabundance of zombies. It's interesting.
It gives when watching the trailer, I kind of had that fear factor. Whoa, these guys are mounting up behind me and rolling,
right.
Really going at me. There's a shit ton. There's hundreds of zombies, right?
Hundreds. Apparently, there's up to be 500 to 1,000 zombies on the screen at once.
How's that even renderingly possible?
Well, I think they do a rendering technique where when the zombies die, they take out the asset, so they despawn, so they can recycle the asset quicker. So if they piled up on screen, then it's gonna destroy your frames. But man, so here a few concerns. Replayability. How is that gonna play into just, is there gonna be just Left 4 Dead where you're just gonna have a few maps and play those over and over again, or do we have a campaign? They didn't really cover much. We're not really getting much. That's one of my main concerns because I don't want to play through the campaign and that's it.
Even watching the trailer, that's what I looked at. I was like, is it gonna be repetitive though?
Exactly, because just another map, and
I'm not trying to do COD Zombies.
Well, here's the thing: COD Zombies was fun. It was one of the top tier, especially World of War when you had the very first few maps. That was very enjoyable. The only problem with COD Zombies is the further you got into the level, the harder the zombies got, which is I'm not a fan of. I'd rather have more zombies and way more hectic. That's what appeals to me a lot about World War Z.
He wants an anxiety attack.
I want that anxiety attack. I want to be overwhelmed, man. I would be fuck,
what are we gonna do?
What do we do? Go crazy. Just insanity everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty funny when there's a lot. That's one reason World War Z has me, because when we see you guys rushing at us, we're gonna be freaking out, oh my god, what do we do? Look at them all, oh man, it's definitely gonna have that factor where it's shit, we're surrounded and where's our way out type
exactly
feel.
And not many games have that nowadays.
No, it doesn't.
So hopefully, well, here's the thing, I love co-op games. I love playing with friends, and
always more enjoyable.
Exactly. Always. So it's been quite a dry season on Steam, man. We're just sitting there look for games to play that are co-op games, and there's a lot of games coming out that are co-op, and World War Z being one of them. I'm pretty excited. It's just a matter of time. I mean, we got to get more details on that. They're not really releasing much. The only thing they released in Gamescom was a horror trailer showing us what can happen, and they build pyramids of zombies.
The fact that I'm trying to think of, in my head, I see a zombie of pyramids. What am I doing? Am I running or am I just shitting myself?
I'm pretty sure motherfucker.
I'm just sitting there terrified, not being able to move. I'm just bye.
It's not even that. You're gonna have more than one period. So you got one right here climbing zombies, another climbing zombies, and
Where are you at? If you have no helicopter, you're screwed.
that's why you gotta play with friends, man.
Always play with friends.
Always play with
IRL.
friends. Oh, yeah, that's a fact. I mean, co-op games are enjoyable. What can I say?
They are. They really are. They have you make.
It's a make or break for me.
moments.
Like when I see a game usually come out, and I'm like, here's the thing. Okay, let's say World War Z was a single player game. It would be like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's interesting, but then you throw that juicy word in there, that juiciness. Co-op, man. I'm just. Co-op makes or breaks it.
It does. It does.
It's a lot. I mean, especially with nowadays. 2018. What game doesn't have co-op? Come on, man. You got to throw co-op in your game. You just have to. Not even co-op, multiplayer. Throw something in there. You know what I mean? Just give us the tip.
Little taste of it. But like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of I personally have grown up on single player games most of the time. You know, I never really got into COD or anything like that. I'm using COD as an example, by the way, just throwing it out there. And yeah, so like Infamous, Batman, Spider-Man, all those games. And after playing a few co-op games with this one, I started getting into them and enjoying them because you have the social aspect. And it's just something about like to make memory, like not so much memories, but like make some fun like clips and sometimes, and you get some laughs out of it and stuff. And it's definitely better. So seeing zombies like rushing at you, I know I'm gonna be like laughing a lot.
Hectic craziness.
But
well, we just gotta see. We gotta see how they implement the co-op. Is it just everyone shooting? They said they have like classes, like the support. See,
that's what I was about to get to. I was gonna say character-wise, I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, so they have confirmed classes. So we'll see how that's gonna like play into it. But hopefully, if they do it right, this can be a great game.
It really could.
Like I said, my only worry is competitive or repetition. I just don't want to new map. There's more zombies. You know what I mean? Throw a little spiciness in there. Give me like a tank.
It'd be great if it was a campaign co-op.
I believe it is.
Yeah.
I think it's I don't know if it's confirmed on PC, but if mods and
mods Shreks. And, can you imagine all these Shreks popping up and you
player match?
Donkey. Oh my
Get out my swamp.
That'd be chaos.
That would be chaos. What?
I'm so mad at it flew right in front of this.
There's a moth. That's what's happening right now. All right, so next up, Man of Medan.
It's not even worth pronouncing.
I don't even know, man.
Trash.
Man of trash.
It's garbage, man.
Okay, here's the thing. It's not trash in a like looks horrible. They need work. I'm sorry. First things first. It's a supermassive game, which is Until Dawn. I believe that's as much as I know from them that they made. Until Dawn. Here's the thing. Until Dawn was good until you hit that spoiler or the plot twist.
See
the plot twist.
Spoiler alert. Okay, going through the game, I like.
Wait, you played Until Dawn?
No, I watched it.
Yeah, I watched it too. I didn't really.
I didn't want to play it because I knew I was like, you know what? I don't even know if it's gonna be worth it. And I started watching it. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna get this. So I just kept watching it.
Yeah, I wasn't too interested in it either.
Seeing all the different outcomes. I enjoy seeing different outcomes of games. But my kind of horror games are Outlast 2, like Whistleblower. And seeing that and going to like Until Dawn, it's like that aspect of getting chased by someone who wants to like kill you. That's what I like about horror games. I don't like supernatural stuff, which Outlast does have at the end or have in it, but it's just like the most of it is getting chased by a psychopath or something of that nature. And excuse me. Until Dawn though, it's like you're getting chased by that, and then Wendigo's like out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck is
Wendigos? Wendigo.
Yeah, so I'm saying, I'm like,
I think what it is about Until Dawn is not even Until Dawn or the Man of Medan, whatever. The problem is, I think they're gonna rely on jump scares too much. Like that's cheesy jump scares.
Rely on jump
that's
scares.
where
Even Outlast did that.
Yeah, that's where their scares come. But here's the thing with Outlast, when you were getting chased, you had that sense of fear, like, oh shit, someone's behind me. Like you have to make that choice of like run or you run or hide.
Yeah.
Now with Until Dawn, it's all it's
It was like when the hands even popped out of the water or whatever.
right. It's all on rails. So you'll be running away. I mean, you'll make a split decision, running away, but you don't feel that impact of, oh shit, like
I'm gonna get wrecked.
yeah, I'm about to get wrecked. That's my only thing about it. Also, the voice acting is
atrocious
abysmal
right now.
Detrimental.
It's like Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer bad.
For some reason, man, like it's just like
we need to run, but it looks like that.
Well, I don't know. It's just weird. If you watch the trailer, I'll put up some gameplay here. If you watch the trailer, the way they react to things is just weird.
Yeah,
man.
like their head, it's like bobbling around and shit. Like I'm like, what is this?
There's this one scene where like she turns the corner and she's just like, oh, "What are you doing here?" Like, I'm trying to get us out, and then the dude walks away. Like,
same.
What?
Same. I would just walk away too.
And then they see all these like dead bodies and like this paranormal and
the
they're
skeleton's
just like
head that just just turn.
They're just like,
boy.
Oh, okay.
That happened. Nothing big. Just
literally, they're like, oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like they don't care. Like, and then they start getting grabbed up in that hallway, and just like no.
This is from the trailer, by the way. The gameplay trailer.
All this is from the gameplay trailer. And she's like, no. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm doing a lot more than saying no. I'm swinging. I'm pissing myself. Like I'm trying to run.
Yeah, you don't really feel the emotional aspect of the game. It's really, I don't know. If you watch the trailer, which I don't recommend, but I recommend, just to see what we're talking about. It's just really awkward. I really hope they work on that because it has potential. Like the graphics are, I'm gonna give them that.
I'll say, as I told you before, the map itself, like the environment is better, in my opinion, better than the physical like models, like character models.
Yeah, they really upgraded from like Until Dawn. Until Dawn was good
because like they even had like the snow tracks.
Yeah, it was. I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the only thing I would worry about is just the voice acting. I would touch up on that. But, what do we know? We're not game designers. What do we know?
We know everything.
I mean, at most, I'll probably just watch someone play it.
Yeah,
most, I'm not really going to pick it up. I wouldn't say.
That's not one I see myself getting.
Unless, we get that PS Plus free. Even then, I probably still won't play.
Yeah. Free's too much.
What?
Free is too much for it.
Free is too much.
At the moment, free is not.
They got to give me money to play it.
Yeah. Maybe like $5.
Nah, watch it be like a crazy plot twist.
Honestly, I hope it does surprise me. One thing I always say, I love being wrong about video games and movies. If I go in thinking it's gonna be bad, and they like blow my mind, I'm like, yo, I'm glad. Like, thank you, because.
Well, here's the thing. It's not even like.
And I'm harsh on.
We're not even about the gameplay though. The gameplay's fine. I mean, it could use a little more. Like, for example, he just finished Heavy Rain, and it's very similar to that. You move around and you interact with the buttons, like QuickTime events. So there's no like, we're not coming at that. Like, that's not a big deal.
Heavy Rain goes to show, like, you don't need that, like, insane graphics that a good game is.
Well, Heavy Rain is very story-driven. That's where...
I like that a little bit more than...
Right.
I'd take a little bit down as much as I love high-quality graphics and everything... I would take a little bit down graphics for story, and like I feel like if Until Dawn had a better story, it may have been better. And this one, the way it looks so far, it's like you take something from the ship and you're cursed or some shit, you get attacked. They should
have stuck to like a killer theme rather than Wendigos. That really honestly killed it. Like it was like, what, really?
Yeah, and they looked funky.
Supernatural monsters though. Like,
I don't agree with it. I don't like it.
That's the only thing that worries me, because when you have a game like this, you really need to drive it with story. You can't. It's not about the.
I mean, that's why
it is about the gameplay. Yeah, right. Well, I'm saying like you make the decisions, but the story is where it really has to catch you. And watching the trailer doesn't really catch you because you don't really fall into like. How can I say
sense of like fear.
Right. Not even. Yeah, I would say that. But like the voice acting, man, it just turns you off. You're just like, okay, I can't really get into this. You know what I mean? It's funny though, because the Heavy Rain had bad voice. Yeah. Jason! 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 Jason!
It's true though. It is true. It really was like that.
So, I mean,
and that though had me like, dude, I need to find this
Yeah,
Again, these are
fucking
all
anxiety
spoilers.
attack.
I was going
Like,
nuts
fucking,
trying
where
to
the fuck
like.
is this kid, man?
I was going nuts trying to get this kid. But the story was just so like intense, and it was just all hectic at the same time. It's just I didn't even pay attention to like their mouths moving. Like, you know, there are some points where they're talking, and it looks a little funny. But for the most part, you're just focused on what you need to do to like decision to make to get this guy back and everything like that.
Maybe honestly, we're being too harsh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know,
Well,
I'm always
we're really harsh critics when things first come out. But this is going based off like Until Dawn. Like I said, that plot twist.
That's all
really,
we have to go off of.
Yeah,
right now.
everything really killed it. But other than that, man, hopefully we'll see. We'll see.
Here's to hoping.
Yeah,
Here's
we'll
to
see.
hoping.
We try to keep a mid ground, no expectations.
Yeah.
And high We forget all that.
And movies alike.
Especially movies.
After Ghost Rider 2, I learned you can't have expectations
At all.
No.